researchers that were contrasted practicing linguists with, X number of years of experience versus college students or introductory linguistic students or whoever they were, and then say concrete things like presented them with 30 different sentences and had them, and some of these sentences were ones that are used frequently in linguistic research, but maybe not by ordinary people, and had them rate the acceptability, and then give a concrete finding. Yeah. And they found that linguist ratings of the acceptability were significantly higher than the untrained average person. Yeah. Okay. So,
elaborate on it.
Yeah, you don't have to go through the methods and results of every study we've read, but give concrete examples of studies that were done and outcomes that were found.
So should I do that for the linguistic intuition as well as the database experiments?
What are you calling the database?
Like the ones that are studying comprehension, and then I can go and I can elaborate on Ivanova's experiment with the production as well.
Yeah. Why did you call it database? Oh, you mean just data based?
Yeah.
Not database.
Yeah.
Database. Yeah, I mean the linguist ones have data too, but they're a little bit less expensive.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah, the linguist ones are done by linguists, so they're not always as experimentally sophisticated.
Okay.
But it's really more the population. So a bunch of people had these concerns about trained linguists' intuitions having been changed versus ordinary people, and then there's a set of psychologists that kind of the second set of studies that's people trying to look at experimentally about how exposure sentences changes acceptability, with this idea that that structures can be acquired, and as they're acquired, acceptability changes. And then you can talk there, you can again give kind of a more concrete description of what Keshak did and maybe what the Luca and Troy experimental study did. And then I think after that you went into the Luca theoretical paper.
Yeah.
And maybe you can elaborate that a little bit more.
Yeah, that was just the last paragraph.
Right, the last section. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. Maybe you could elaborate it a little bit more, but it's were there any other sets of studies? Oh, the Ivanova one you said that that's the production.
That's the previous paragraph.
So again, you could give a little bit more detail about the actual study involved in the Ivanova one. It's actually Ivanova and some other authors, right?
Oh, is it? I think, hold on. Oh, I forgot to include it. Oops.
Oh.
I knew I was missing one. I kept looking through them and I was like, which one am I missing?
Oh. I thought it had a couple authors, but...
Yeah, I can check.
Yeah, so when it's several authors, you want to say... like Ivanova et al.
Yeah. I think when I did Braddock, I did et al. As well, because there's 4 authors.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I also had questions about, I think at the end, I didn't really write about the timeline, because I didn't really know what we were going to do. Or when we were going to do anything, so...
timeline's not really important here.
Okay, so I shouldn't worry too much about that.
Yeah,
they had timelines, and I was I had no idea what to do
about
that.
We haven't thought about that yet. The timeline is you're going to be done by the end of the spring, that's the timeline.
Yeah, cool, 'cause one of them was... I'm not sure, the first one that you sent out was... That wasn't cognitive science, right? It was about, hydraulics... and fracking.
Oh, no, it was though. It was. It was.
I kind of just skimmed them, but they looked very scientific. I wasn't sure which.
That was about
field he was in.
People. Well, it was a cognitive science major who was working with somebody in anthropology to understand. They weren't trying to understand fracking per se. They were trying to understand people's attitudes and
Oh,
acceptability of
okay.
it.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that is not cognitive science. Just reading from like the
Well,
title, I
it
was
was a really
like,
unusual
interesting.
kind of topic for somebody to choose.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's all about the thought process, not about the actual
Yeah,
fracking.
maybe he had like some kind of minor in environmental studies or something. I don't know.
Could be, yeah, or just an interest in. I mean, all of understanding how people make environmental decisions is really cognition and
Yeah,
psychology.
yeah,
Right?
definitely, yeah.
We don't study that topic that much within cognitive science yet, but I think it's growing.
Yeah.
It's becoming more important.
I always think about like when I choose not to like pick something off the ground, I like think about why I don't do it. Whenever I do it, it's like a mind game.
Well, there's a whole big field that is about judgment and decision making in psychology and cognitive science. But most of it has been applied to things like consumer choice, like why do you pick this product
that's
over
very
that
relevant.
one, or gambling, like why do you choose to keep putting money into something when you're losing, and like understanding the psychology behind compulsive gambling.
Yeah.
And or I don't know, why do you choose treatment A in medicine over treatment B for your illness when you've been given certain information about the likelihood of success and the risks, the risks and benefits. So judgment and choice and decision making is a huge topic, but we don't apply it very often to environmental issues. And so they were just.
That's actually really cool. Yeah.
They were going into applying something to environmental decision making.
I'm taking the healthcare reasoning and decision making class, so I'm going to be next semester. So I'm pretty excited about that one. So that'll just fulfill my last elective in the. I really wanted that class, and then it's filled up really quickly because I don't think there's that many spots. But I was the first one on the waiting list, so they got me on.
Oh, you got
which is pretty exciting.
That's good.
Yeah. So. But anyway, what do you want me to do?
So,
instead of, if you don't want me to, do you want me to put in a timeline, or do you want me to write something else instead?
You can skip the timeline. Skip the timeline.
Okay.
We'll think about that later. The more critical thing really is to do your proposed methods.
Yeah.
So where you have, I mean, it didn't hurt anything to do this, but in an introduction, you wouldn't, for this kind of experimental study, you don't really need a section titled Rationale and Purpose. You simply need to follow this narrowing down that as we close the introduction, you want to say specifically, so in order to test,